I'm a bird, mother. I'm a bird.
How this YouTuber destroyed his career in 2 weeks. I think it took more than 2 weeks. He's been slowly destroying his entire career for a few years now.
I'm genuinely baffled at how this guy has an audience after all the shit he has said and done. He should get insta-banned on all platforms and thrown in jail. This comment perfectly summarizes the way the internet feels about the political streamer Destiny. And judging from the way things are right now, it's only downhill from here. From laughing about doxing someone,
I literally just doxed that girl. The one that tried to throw egg on me like a week or two ago. Like, I don't give a fuck about like doxing.
to proudly
Wait, is he bragging about doxing? Really?
Wow.
Just because she said to throw an egg at him? Okay, weirdo.
claiming to be pro-genocide,
I'm pro-genocide. Like, it sounds really shitty.
Get 2 chicks in your call, have one have her out on display to talk about genocide.
Bro.
Because that's gonna make a point and validate you as a political content creator. Great.
But like, I think that Israel should just drop its fucking borders about where it is now, and basically Palestinians can go live in another place.
Like, these two, I'm guaranteeing you, they probably don't even know what he's talking about. Sitting in a Discord call with some deranged lunatic talking about this, and we're 40 seconds in and I already dislike him.
That's really shitty, but like, that's about where I'm at.
and even defending PDF files.
Okay.
Let's say there's a person that's like 30 years old and tries to like randomly like 14-year-olds and 15-year-olds. That wouldn't be, I don't think that would be considered grooming.
Destiny has managed to get away with doing
It would be. It very much so would be considered that. 57 seconds in, and I already don't want to know anything else about him.
and saying a lot of horrible stuff over the years. His most recent scandal involves him secretly recording his partners in bed and then sharing those videos with strangers without consent.
Oh my god, we're not even.
What?
How is.
The actual?
When the allegations first came out, he probably thought he would dodge the consequences like always. However, the consequences of his own actions have finally caught up with him. This controversy has sparked enough backlash to sink his online reputation for good, and there's nothing he can do to avoid his fate this time. Hi, I'm the Internet Anarchist. I create weekly YouTube documentaries, and today, we're diving into the well-earned downfall of Destiny. From his long history of alleged predatory behavior, to the scandal that finally made even his most loyal fans turn against him. And if things keep unfolding the way they are, Destiny can not just lose his career, but his freedom as well. But before we get into what he's done, let's take
How does he still have a career in the first place? I'm a little confused. Who watches him? Is he a kick streamer now? I know he started off on Twitch, but is he a kick streamer now?
a brief look at who
crazy.
Destiny even is. Stephen Kenneth Bennell II, better known as Destiny, started his online career in 2011 after quitting his job as a carpet cleaner. He began streaming StarCraft 2 on now-defunct streaming sites like Livestream.com, Ustream.tv, and Justin TV, which later became
Oh, Justin TV, yeah, the origin of Twitch.
Yeah.
Twitch.
Cam, we got this. Force field,
So he's been at it for many, many years.
force field, do it, cut the army in half.
That same year, he joined an esports team for StarCraft 2 and started competing professionally.
Hey guys, thanks for joining us. This is Cats Pajamas here for IGN Pro League. Once again, I am joined by Stephen Bennell, one Root Destiny. Thanks very much for joining us, and congratulations on IPL Season 2 qualification.
His
All right.
success in esports gave him the exposure to transition into full-time streaming, a path he pursued for the next 5 years. However, starting in 2016, Destiny began shifting his
How old is he anyways? I'm a little confused now. Is he like in his 40s?
focus away from gaming and more towards politics.
Who do you think won the vice presidential debate?
Depends on how you define winning.
Well, how do you define winning? What do you care about in these debates?
I care about people that are adhering to the truth.
Surprisingly, his political content
Okay.
quickly became far more popular
That's like the most vague statement ever.
than his
Yeah.
gaming content ever was, resulting in him gaining nearly 1.2 million subscribers on YouTube and over 800,000 followers on streaming platforms. But for many of his
This is a question for anyone who has been watching him for a long time. Was the transition from gaming to politics an organic thing that just happened because he was that interested in it? Or was it more of a he did it, it showed a lot of interest in him, so he just kept on pushing it.
Early fans, his switch to political content signaled a turn for the worse, and unfortunately, their fears turned out to be completely justified. As time went on, Destiny started having more and more unhinged takes on sensitive topics, like defending the distribution of CP based on his extremely
What?
flawed logic.
Men that are given access to child pornography have a higher chance of not actually committing pedophilic actions in real life.
Oh my god, my brain. I think my brain just decided to pack up and leave.
And I would argue that that would be a moral good, that if you can prevent people from acting on those urges, that's something that should be explored.
This quickly turned him into one of the
What
most
the
controversial
hell?
streamers on the internet. However, these outlandish statements also allowed him to build a cult-like loyal fanbase, one that was willing to defend him no matter what he did. As a comment on
Wait. As a viewer, how do you hear someone go, oh, he says we should provide CP to people?
No, his old fans dipped when he transitioned into politics
Yeah,
because
but
they
like,
realized, wow, this is bad.
I mean, like in general, as a viewer, you hear that and you go, yes. Like, what?
Reddit puts it, Destiny is the only guy who can literally get away with whatever he wants because his fans brigade internet spaces until the narrative is so diluted
is
that people forget what a
crazy.
piece of shit hack fraud he is. With a fan base willing to defend him at all costs, Destiny had no incentive to hold back, leading to a long list of controversies that only grew worse
So
over
he
time.
basically started feeling
Unfortunately, there's no
untouchable.
practical way to cover
Yep.
every single horrible thing he's said or done over the course of his career. There's simply too much to go over. That said, most of his unhinged behavior falls into a few clear categories. The first of which is him being a massive creep. Like in 2015, when an adult star posted a tweet about getting essayed by a co-star. The tweet will have to be censored due to how graphic it is.
Okay,
However,
understandable.
after coming across this, a normal person would either offer support or just ignore the tweet and move on.
Yeah.
Destiny, however, took a much darker route, choosing to insult her and other survivors of grape with vile comments like, Jesus, why not file an effing police report instead of tweeting this? You're effing disgusting, what an effing idiot. When someone
What?
What?
Okay, so the person got essayed, and his response is just go full aggressive at her. Ugh, what a disgusting
called him
person.
out for his unhinged comment, saying, at Stephen Bunnell, why
Stop
don't you
right there,
write
criminal scum. Nobody breaks the law on my watch.
When someone called him out for his unhinged comment, saying, at Stephen Bunnell, why don't you write us a long list of everything you feel a survivor of grape should do? Then I'll use it to wipe my ass. Destiny doubled down and made things worse. He responded with, survivor of grape? It's grape, not murder, not beheading, not a fatal car crash. Everyone survives grape. Get over yourself.
Okay, first of all, not everyone survives it. So this happened in 2015. How did he, for all this time, like get away with all of this for so long?
From here, things only got worse. Survivor of Grape here, hello. Want to talk about how hard it is to go on every day? Where Destiny would respond with, blank yourself so you don't have to live with the pain. But his disgusting
What?
rant didn't end here. Right after this, Destiny got into an argument with another woman over the definition of grape. She posted an argument stating, at Stephen Bunnell, ignoring a safe word and not stopping when someone asks is ignoring consent and is grape.
Yeah.
Go F yourself. And instead of presenting
the
a counter
hell?
argument, Destiny completely flew off the handle, wishing violence on her in a horrific response. Yourself, you effing. I hope you get graped with a effing shovel
What
until
the
you bleed
fuck?
out your effing and die
What?
wholly. This, along with several other instances of him
He has some underlying issues that he has to sort out.
I'm genuinely like I'm putting like in perspective, like everyone is going on after Asmongold to cancel him. Cancel Asmongold.
Yeah.
But I rarely see people in mass media and mainstream media and everything go after Destiny this much. I barely ever hear people going after him.
mocking and belittling assault victims is why many in the YouTube community see him as a grape apologist. However, even this pales in comparison to his disturbing stance on PDF files, which includes defending their actions.
I don't like predators, period. I don't care if you're offending or not offending.
Okay,
It's
hold on.
fine.
Who disagrees with
You think
Brittany?
that-
Who disagrees with Brittany?
What, if you just because you
Yeah.
molest a child doesn't
I
make
don't
you a
disagree
pedophile.
with
That's
her.
not.
Claiming that an adult s***ing a minor is not grooming.
What?
I need to sneeze. Right. Wait, Brit... This man did something impossible, where I'm actually on the side of Brittany Venti.
Okay, hold on.
I don't like predators, period. I don't care if you're offending or not offending.
Okay, hold on. Who disagrees
Okay,
with
yeah. The impossible has happened. I'm fully on the side of her opinion.
If you just because
Yeah.
you molest a child doesn't
I
make
don't
you a
disagree
pedophile.
with
That's
her.
not.
Claiming that an
That's
adult
exactly what
seeing a
makes
minor
you
is
one.
not grooming.
Let's say there's a person that's like 30 years old and tries to like randomly sext like 14-year-olds and 15-year-olds. That wouldn't be. I don't think that would be considered grooming.
And even debating the quote benefits
so
of
stupid.
CP.
Apparently, men that are given access to child pornography have a higher chance of not actually committing pedophilic actions in real life, and I would argue that that would be a moral good, that if you can prevent people from acting on those urges, that's something that should be explored.
What about child pornography?
That's kind of a different thing. There's like moral versus pragmatic sides of that. I've seen a little bit of evidence on the pragmatic side, and it seems like an okay thing. I probably shouldn't say that, or it sounds.
He is also
So does he like just constantly have like word diarrheas because he constantly just loves the sound of his own voice? That he doesn't even pay attention to what his mouth is spewing.
gone on record to say that he finds some underage girls hot.
And again, like some of it, I guess, sounds uncomfortable. Some people, like if you're being real, like a 21-year-old, 22-year-old, like there are some 15, 16-year-old chicks that like look pretty f***ing hot. Like I can't help that. Like some people.
What?
They look like children.
They're fucking kids, bro. They're kids. What are you doing with yourself?
Mature fucking old.
Now, some might argue that he's simply playing devil's advocate in most of these cases and doesn't actually believe anything he's saying. But even if we give him benefit of the doubt, there's no plausible justification for these tweets from July of 2022. It all started with Max Carson, who posted a poll on Twitter asking women, quote, "At what age should men start ogling/flirting with you?" And when a girl named Courtney replied to this tweet with 10, Destiny replied to her asking for pictures, stating,
What? Oh my
"You were
god.
hot at 10? Any pics?" She actually sent him the pictures. And after taking a good look at them, Destiny replied with one of the most unbelievably disgusting statements he could, reading, "Jesus, I've never wanted to bend someone over the hood of their little tyke so bad."
This cannot be real, right? From what I know, he had a career for like many years as one of the top content creators. Like, I feel like I'm getting punked right now.
For those who don't know, Little Tykes is the name of a mini car for children. Some of his fans tried to brush it off as just an edgy joke, but most people weren't buying it. They were rightfully disgusted and pushed back hard, writing, "Before people say it's a joke, the message of the joke is that he finds a 10-year-old hot. And even if the second tweet is a joke, that's a big fucking if. How could anyone possibly..."
Oh yeah! It's honestly such a funny joke. They featured it in the 90s on Saturday Night Live because it's so funny. Like, as a 40-year-old man, that I'm attracted to a freaking 10-year-old. Give me an Oscar. Like, what?
explained the first tweet, where he explicitly asks for pictures of a 10-year-old to evaluate if she's hot. Now, this alone would have been enough to bury most creators. But with Destiny, this is barely the tip of the iceberg. Because in addition to being a massive, unapologetic creep, he also has a history of justifying extreme violence against others without a shred of remorse. And one of the most prominent examples of this is his continued apathy towards Palestinian people, like boldly declaring that he's quote pro-genocide and that the Palestinians can go live somewhere else, all while laughing maniacally.
Honestly, I'm pro-genocide. Like it sounds really shitty, but like I think
What?
that Israel
What
should
is
just draw
wrong
its
with
borders
him?
about where it is now, and basically Palestinians can go live in another place. That's really shitty, but like that's about where I'm at.
Or claiming that the Palestinians
Okay, genuine question. Does he have like a mental issue? Does he have a mental issue, or is this like a spoof video? Like, because again, I only know that he's been a content creator at the top percent for many years. And he said all these things and done all these things still remaining at the top percent.
Palestinian genocide doesn't exist because according to him, if Israel wanted to genocide Palestinians, then they would only exist in history books. Maybe Destiny thought this was a clever argument to support his claims, and from the looks of things, he was likely trying to argue the semantics of the word genocide, but it backfired spectacularly. Regardless of his intentions, many people online pointed out how tone-deaf and cruel his comments were, tearing apart his logic with responses like, quote, "It's only genocide when the job is done," is a hell of a take, and imagine saying the Holocaust wasn't a genocide because the didn't get every single Jew. Destiny is just receiving new loads of idiocy. That said, this
Yeah,
wasn't the worst of
Bro.
it. This
I
video
think
was
he needs a
sponsored by
dictionary,
MyHeritage,
too.
the #1 family history service. MyHeritage
Now-
allows you to build your family tree
No,
and discover your
don't do it.
origins. Thanks to the site's 33+ billion records, when I was using it, I was impressed to find my relatives dating back to 1815,
I
who
mean,
at the
if you wanna
time
be
lived in
tracked,
Northern
sure,
Ireland. You
go
can
to
easily add in
MyHeritage.
family members yourself, allowing future generations to know your story. My favorite feature is the instant discoveries, which allows you to add entire branches to your tree with the click of a button. Another great feature is their image restoration tool, which allows you to breathe new life into old photos. I was even able to find out and share more information about the history of my mother's family, which she was happy to see. MyHeritage is the type of website you could sink hours into, just looking at the extent
Wasn't there like evidence that all of this isn't actually even accurate?
records alone. It's so easy to get caught up in the day-to-day hustle and bustle and forget that we had so many generations of people with their own interesting lives before us. There's really nothing else like the feeling of reconnecting and finding out about your own personal history. So what are you waiting for? Start your 14-day free trial on MyHeritage using the link in the description and build your family tree. With that being said, let's get back into the video. The controversy escalated even further during his March 31st, 2024 stream, where he somehow managed to hit new levels of absurdity. About 2 hours and 20 minutes into the stream, Destiny came across a tweet reading, "An unprecedented TV investigation by CNN captures some of the cases documented by the Euromed HR of the sniper
Okay.
operations and by the Israeli army of Palestinian citizens carrying white flags." This piqued Destiny's interest, leading to him watching the video attached to the tweet. At one point in the video, a person gets shot and his wife runs towards him in grief. And instead of showing any sympathy, this is what he had to say after watching this play out.
So you're saying the woman was acting? I don't think the woman was acting. She probably was sincerely sad. Her husband got fucking killed. But I think they were farming TikTok clips.
This was a bit
Huh?
too far, even for his own viewers.
What?
But when his chat tried to
What
call
the
him out on
fuck?
this, he responded with something even more degenerate.
Destiny, come on. How is this not pure dehumanization of these people? Even look at chat's reaction. This is fucked. Because they're doing it to themselves.
Okay.
You're dehumanizing yourself. You're suiciding and sacrificing your civilian population.
A comment on YouTube also points out the
It still doesn't mean you treat people as fodder and as if they're not human anymore. Like, there's this small thing just called human empathy, where when you see a person going through struggle and pain, you automatically feel actual empathy.
the irony of a streamer claiming that the people in the video were farming TikToks. Reading, "Holy shit, Destiny just watched execution footage and said that the very clearly innocent civilians who were doing everything in their power to get to safety, being shot at, were farming TikToks. This guy is watching this on a live stream, which he
I think it more speaks about what's on his mind, like constantly thinking about what would farm more views and clicks and likes.
is definitely making money from. What is this world that I live in? That said, Destiny's reckless endorsement of extreme violence extends far beyond the Israel-Palestine conflict. In a live stream, he also supported the idea of black rioters getting gunned down by white militia during
What?
the BLM protests.
Huh?
The rioting needs to fucking stop. And if that means like white redneck fucking militia dudes out there mowing down dipshit protesters that think that they can torch buildings at 10 p.m., then at this point they have my fucking blessing, because holy shit, this fucking shit needs to stop. It needed to stop a long time ago. Like holy fuck.
Granted, he
What
was
the
referring to
hell?
violent rioters who were destroying property during protests, but for most people, suggesting that an unrelated
Are violent rioting absolutely horrible? 100%. No one's even debating that. But I think what people have the most problem with the takes he makes like this is the fact that he's devoid of any human empathy and any human feeling. I think that's what the problem people are having with how he talks about anyone.
group should just come in and gun down civilians crosses a line. He crossed a similar line when he insinuated that the innocent person who died at the Donald Trump shooting somehow deserved it because of his political leaning.
Oh, I remember this.
Oh.
This was like the first time I actually like saw videos and posts about him on my timeline back to back.
Fuck the dude, the firefighter guy, fuck Trump, fuck the people that support him.
I just want you to know, okay? Just in case you're confused or it seems like I'm, you don't, whatever. If one of you were in the crowd and you're a conservative fan of mine and you end up, getting blown away or whatever the fuck, I'm making fun of you the next day on Twitter.
The backlash
What
for
the
this was
hell?
swift and intense, resulting in his Twitter account getting demonetized.
This is my problem in general, what's happening right now, where people with opposite political views literally don't see each other as people anymore.
Yeah.
Like, you can have different political views, you can have opposing opinions, but it doesn't mean it automatically makes you inhuman.
He also received a temporary ban from Kick, which was surprising considering how long it took them to ban literal PDF files like Riot Lol, with a commenter stating, "If you get banned on Kick, you're a special type of special." However, this didn't stop him from repeating the same rhetoric in later videos.
But it's another thing to mock a innocent Trump supporter that died. The guy didn't have any power. He wasn't a politician. He was just a dude. I don't like—
He wasn't just a dude. He was a guy that was posting a ton of inflammatory shit on his social media, who was at a rally for one of the most inflammatory candidates of all time.
Okay, so do a lot of people do on social media. It doesn't mean like people need to lose their lives just because they have hot takes on social media.
This also highlights a crucial part of Destiny's character. Put simply, he does not fear the consequences of his actions. Or at least, that was true until his latest controversy, one that could ruin his life forever. It all started on November the 9th, 2024, when a person named Solo Tiny Leaks posted a few cryptic messages on the Destiny forum on a site called Kiwi Farms, which is a message board infamous for doxing and leaks. These messages read, "Is this stuff public yet? Not sure if it's any interest of you guys. I only sent to a few streamers. What exactly can I leak here? I want to dump everything. It's about to be a very white Christmas." Alongside these, Solo Tiny Leaks also uploaded dozens of attachments, including screenshots of his conversations with multiple people and explicit videos of him and his partners. But
Wait, how did he get those?
before we get into these leaks, we need some important context involving Destiny and his ex-wife Melina. Melina and Destiny
These are the #1 memes about him I've seen. Like, before the whole Trump thing, these are the things I constantly heard people joking about his marriage.
were in an open relationship where they were allowed to see other people as long as the other partner knew about them. However, in mid-2023, rumors began circulating the internet that Destiny was secretly dating another creator by the name of Lauren Southern. This was quite odd.
So he cannot even do an open relationship, right? Oh, okay, so you already have an open relationship, right? Like, let's think about it logically. You have an open relationship, you have an open pass to make a move at anyone as long as you disclose it, right? Which is understandable since the concern is also giving a STD to your partner, blah, 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 since it's an open relationship, right? But you couldn't even get that right. You can go be with other people. The only thing you need to do is, by the way, I'm going and seeing this other person.
Considering Lauren's political leanings towards being a white nationalist, Destiny, on the other hand, claimed to be on the liberal left, essentially the exact opposite of Lauren. So if the two were actually dating, that would go against everything Destiny was preaching through his content. Viewers also began speculating if Melina was aware of this supposed relationship and began asking her for answers. And even though she was appearing more and more in his content as time went on, Destiny continued to deny any romantic involvement with Lauren. During this time, Melina and Destiny also got divorced, adding even more fuel to the rumor mill. However, for the next few months, it just remained that, a rumor. That is, until these leaks by Solo Tiny Leaks, which included screenshots of messages between Destiny and Lauren, confirming that they were indeed a thing. The leaks also included a transcript of the last message Lauren sent to Destiny before breaking up, showing just how close the two were. More importantly, the messages revealed that Destiny was actually cheating on Melina without her knowledge, something she later confirmed in a video. She also talked about how Destiny said that she was crazy and needed therapy when she brought up the possibility of him having an affair with Lauren.
I didn't know about it, that's the thing. Like, I could sense something, but I got told that I was crazy and that,
How do you gaslight someone about seeing someone in an open relationship? What is this?
And like, I got told to go to therapy.
Put simply, these
And he not only like he cheated in an open relationship, he gaslit her and made her feel like she's the crazy one about it. Jesus
Leaks confirmed that
Christ.
Destiny,
Bro.
1, didn't care about politics as much as he presented in his streams and videos, and 2, that he was a liar who managed to cheat on his wife despite being in an open relationship.
like,
This
what?
enraged most of his loyal fans who felt like they were being lied to for years, with one viewer referring to Destiny as a quote, Weasley little liar dude. However, the backlash from this
Sorry, just that one caught me out of guard. Weasley little liar, dude. It sounds like some Hallmark special movie.
cheating drama was quickly overshadowed by something far more sinister. You see, the leaks also included dozens of videos of Destiny being intimate with his many partners. Most people assumed that
Okay.
Solo Tiny Leaks somehow gained access to Destiny's phone or computer and stole these videos from there, but the reality was far more disturbing. As it turns out, Destiny had actually willingly shared these videos with a 19-year-old girl on Discord called Rose in exchange for
What?
pictures of her feet, and she was the one who got hacked by Solo Tiny Leaks. To make matters worse, Destiny shared these videos without asking for permission from his partners, who were also clearly visible in them. This included his ex-wife, who confirmed that he shared what's basically revenge her without her consent or knowledge.
What the hell?
Things that just
Bro.
happened. Yeah, the past month, things that's been done to me, without consent or anything. that has been my past 5 years. that energy, you know?
After learning about these leaks, people also started digging through Destiny's old content, and it didn't take long for someone to find a clip of him admitting to having a collection of such videos that he shares with other people.
I kind of like have like my little archive of like Coomer material that I'll send to people if I want to. There were girls that I talked to past that I'd send stuff of like either me or me and Melina.
However,
Wait.
What?
Wait, did he actually just say that?
There were girls that I talked to past that I'd send stuff of like either me or me and Melina.
Videos to the girls he's interested in, videos of himself or him and his now ex-wife to rizz up girls. Hey baby, doesn't it make you feel hot watching me and my wife getting it on?
However, Melina was just one of the several partners who were visible in these videos. The second victim was a streamer named Pixie, but unlike Melina, who just wanted to stay as far away from Destiny as possible, Pixie went on the offensive. She contacted Destiny directly and asked for financial compensation in exchange for sharing her explicit videos without her consent. In a conversation with one of Destiny's friends, she wrote, "I want this to be the most expensive mistake of his life, and I'm essentially asking him to self-punish himself in a way I don't think he'll like or agree to without the law involved." When this conversation became public, some people started hating her for trying to extort Destiny, while others fully
Not gonna lie, I don't even feel bad for him. Do I think extorting is right? Absolutely freaking not. But it's really hard to muster up sympathy for a person like this.
supported her plan, with one person writing, "Maybe I have shitty
A
morals,
person who literally views people as non-humans.
but I don't take issue with her attempting to extort him in the way she did. There's no guarantee that she would have gotten anything the legal way with the power and money imbalance he has over her, and I would guess that if it went to courts and fans found out, she would be endlessly harassed compared to if he paid privately." However, the backlash from people who disagree
Considering how his fans, quote-unquote fans, been defending him through all the other stuff, yeah, she would have definitely have been shooed off of the internet completely.
agreed with her approach caused her to do a complete 180, which she announced in a tweet reading, "On November 29, the streamer Destiny non-consensually shared my nudes, making me a victim of revenge porn. I will be suing him in federal court." Alongside this,
Wait, wasn't revenge porn made illegal in some states? Revenge porn is not explicitly illegal in Massachusetts and South Carolina. I do apologize for all the sniffling. I'm getting hit with like a allergy spur.
she also shared a lengthy statement detailing her story and the exact charges she plans to bring against Destiny. That said, at least both Pixie and Melina were aware that they were being recorded, even if the videos were later shared without their consent. Destiny's third victim, on the other hand, didn't even know that much. On January 21st, 2025, streamer Cherry shared her side of the story on Twitter, stating, "Today, I was made aware of an intimate audio recording taken of me without my consent. That was also shared without my consent. I'm upset right now."
Oh
and
my god, that would feel I would feel so violated about it.
Going to give myself time to process. In a later tweet, she confirmed that she was also filing a police report against Destiny. Destiny's initial response to this whole thing, however, was more nonchalant than it should have been.
$20 says Melina recently confirmed that the sex tapes leaked by Destiny.
Jesus Christ.
E-girl were shared by Destiny
Nice,
without
good one,
consent.
good one, nice. Yes.
If she has no
Can
legal
I've got a whole bunch of super chats for you. Wake, ready?
Even the title of his lackluster statement
Okay.
on Reddit, legal
Okay.
arc
So he right away asked like a defensive child.
beginning in mysterious ways such wow, was as unserious as possible. More importantly, it didn't provide the answers people were looking for, with a top comment under this post reading, "I want one answer and one answer only. Did you send Pixie's blanks non-consensually to someone you were chatting with on Discord? Your post does not answer this." However, while most people criticized him for this weak and incomplete response, one person chose to give Destiny the benefit of the doubt, writing,
Why?
"The evidence of that is clear in other places. The answer is yes. What is unknown is if Destiny had some conversation with Pixie that would lead him to believe he could share these videos privately with others. What this person most likely did
Are they talking about Pixie as in like he shared Pixie's videos, or did he share with Pixie videos or audio recordings of other people? I'm a little lost right now.
didn't expect at the time was that their speculation might turn out to be the truth. On the 21st of February 2025,
So wait, this is recent.
Destiny came out with his second response, which is a lot more comprehensive than anything he said before, suggesting that he's finally taking the matter seriously. He shared a lengthy file containing his statement, including links to screenshots supporting his claims. He also went over the whole thing during a live stream.
On January 20th, 2025, Pixie created a Substack post, which you can see here, signaling her intent to sue me. She has since filed her lawsuit in which she claims I shared explicit material we created together without her permission.
One of the first points he addressed is why it took him this long to come out with a statement. And according to Destiny, a big reason behind his delayed response is because
Lawyers and PR.
Pixie asked him not to confirm that she was part of these leaks, reading, "Once the leaker published and hosted all of my explicit content on Kiwi Farms, Pixie messaged me and informed me that she didn't want confirmation of her in any part of the material. As such, I made no public statement regarding any of her appearance in any of the leaked material." Destiny also included screenshots of a conversation between them to back this claim, reading, "I don't want to have to testify or be named or anything. As far as people ask me, I'm saying it's a lookalike. Yeah, okay, I haven't confirmed / denied anything at all publicly and I never will do so. And I'll double check with you before anything ever gets mentioned in a police report or court order or anything. I don't foresee this being a thing, just in case. Please don't tell anyone privately either if they ask if it's actually me or not."
He leaked it already.
From there, he discussed his perspective on the timeline of this controversy and how things unfolded from his point of view. The most significant part of this statement, however, came near the end, where Destiny claimed that Pixie wasn't as innocent as she seemed, stating, "Pixie would message people to tell them that she had never ever sent videos of other people to me before, and she portrayed herself in her Substack as though I was the first person to ever suggest this to her, and I was the first person she ever recorded material with." This statement and implication, however, are both false. She'd send videos of her and other guys multiple times
What
prior
the
to us
hell?
ever meeting, and requested
What?
material from me as well. It was also her who suggested multiple times that we record stuff when we meet later in 2020. Destiny also
Oh, this is messy. Oh my god.
They're both horrible people.
alleged that she never mentioned having consent of the men who were in these videos with her. Put simply, he's claiming that even though there was never any explicit consent to share those videos, Pixie's past behavior made it so that consent was assumed. After all, according to Destiny, she was repeatedly sending explicit videos of her and others to him, and possibly others without consent, and wanted to record videos herself. He then ended the statement by providing some behind-the-scenes updates on the lawsuit, including the fact that Pixie asked for a $15 million compensation during early negotiations. Now, while this response did manage to win over some fans and bring them back to Destiny's side, with comments like, I mean, not gonna lie, the fact that Pixie shared a bunch of other people's shit completely changes my perspective on the matter. That's effing insane. And not gonna lie, while Destiny's brought this situation on himself, by the nature of mentally unstable women he engages with, he absolutely eviscerated Pixie in this, and she absolutely overplayed her victim status in this scandal. It's still not everything the community was hoping for.
Yeah, but once again, that would also discredit discredit the other people who got leaked because of one person's action now. God, this is messy.
For instance, this response almost entirely focused on Pixie and the lawsuit she filed against Destiny, yet it makes no mention of his alleged affair with Lauren Southern or Cherry, who claimed that she didn't even know she was being recorded by Destiny. That said, recording and distributing explicit material without consent is a serious crime. If Pixie's lawsuit succeeds, Destiny could face up to 5 years behind bars and be forced to register as a sex offender, effectively destroying his future. Even if the lawsuit doesn't go through, Destiny is not coming out of this unscathed. The damage
I think
to his
he should be registered as one.
I think so too.
reputation is already severe and will have long-lasting consequences for his future as a content creator. But given the somewhat
You know how cynical I feel? I think sadly, it's not gonna affect him. It might affect him for now, for a little bit, but I think in the long run, all the stuff he did, all the stuff he said, the way people are these days, it's not even gonna end up affecting him at all.